I started painting on my own as a teenager with watercolor. There have been a few classes along the way, but I'm basically self-taught. I took up still life painting as a prelude to working with the figure, and I never had really liked still lifes to look at, but once I started painting them, I changed my mind. It's one of my favorite subjects now. I really enjoy the relaxing. The elements don't move. They wait for you to do the painting, and so I really enjoy doing a still life because it's relaxing. Painting is a device I use to make sure I'm really looking and seeing the world around me and appreciating it. At the same time, I'm expressing the feelings I have for my subject. Painting's the most demanding intellectual activity I've found. Is it lighter or darker, greener or redder, larger or smaller, sharper, softer, thinner, thicker, warmer, cooler, move to the left, to the right? The questions go on and on. It's one of the most enjoyable and demanding experiences that I've had. Early on, I studied the old masters, and I began painting traditional landscapes. My paintings started out brown, and I've progressed. Every now and then I'll go back to brown, but for the most part, I'm a colorist. My palette has 20 or so colors on it, and I really enjoy putting them together. This one is from a photograph. I usually work from life, but occasionally when I'm taking on a bigger project or trying to please somebody, I'll work from a photo. It took a long time. I put the paint on in layers, and it had a thin layer, and it was kind of a ghost of a painting, and it developed denser and darker, and I got to a certain point, and I started lightening back up with color. I was in New Orleans a few years back and just walking around in the Garden District, passed this porch and shot a quick picture and came home, and it turned out to be my favorite. What attracted me to the scene was sort of a mysterious veil at the top of the porch that blended into a whole wall of ivy on the right, and there was a pot there with a little flower in it on the porch, and it was so inviting. I just wanted to walk up there. This painting was done at Petit Jean State Park. I spent several hours there on a rock down beside the creek, and then brought it home and reworked several times. I've been really fascinated with roots. That's one of the things that keeps coming back. So some of my pictures will have roots in them, even the ones with people. For a long time, I didn't think I had an imagination. I would paint from life, and my subject was always right in front of me, and so after a long time of working with this model, I started experimenting, and this is the first painting that happened to have roots on the figure. One of my favorite subjects is women. I paint with a model in the studio. This is one of the most demanding types of painting. It's I have a short time, and I have to get the essential elements of the painting down quickly, and I don't have time to be distracted. When I'm at the farmer's market, I find a spot that's appealing to me and hopefully has a little bit of shade in the summertime. I just relax and get a sense of the color world that I'm in, and it changes from day to day and season to season. The canvas sizes have gotten larger over the past few years. I started out painting 8 by 10s, but now I'm up to 14 by 18, sometimes at 16 by 20, and I'll finish that in 3 or 4 hours. My subject for today is a stand at the Fayetteville Farmers Market. The light is bright but soft. Just as I'm getting started, 3 women come by and start a conversation. A lot of my people are part one person and part another because they're moving. I can't believe these women are still there after 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Thank you. At a certain point, I stop trying to copy what I see and I start just trying to make a picture. And that's really what's going on with me now. I feel like I really am an artist because I can do anything I want. This is sort of exemplary of the new direction in my work. I just started out with orange and painted a whole lot of orange, and then I started removing some of the orange and putting other colors in. But I felt like the 3 figures there were just sort of in a sea of gladiolas, and that's one of the things I like, the freedom to just abstract some of the elements. I've given myself the permission to be non-literal. That's exciting. There's a lot of freedom in that. There are times when I've eliminated everything but subject and materials, when the awesome beauty of life is overwhelming. There are other times when my paints and brushes are thwarting me at every stroke, when the color won't work, and when I've forgotten to be humble and ask for guidance. These experiences are the core of what art is. Sometimes it's harmony, and sometimes it's a struggle. But in either case, art is about a profound connection between the artist and the outer world. When all the senses come into play, I'm completely immersed in the environment. Ultimately, I'm painting reality as I experience it, almost overwhelmed.